Florida. Florida. I can't put money on you to win the SEC, and then you just go out there and just lay a stinker.
Not a conference game.
Not a conference game. But boy, Florida fans, I get it, man. I get it. All right. See that thing back there? All right. You know what it was like losing to App State at home, week 3 of the season?
Bowling Green. Done it too.
Bowling Green. Man, we've been there. Florida fans, we've been there. But the difference is that this South Florida team actually might be good. So, all hope I don't think is lost. I think this schedule the rest of the way is brutal for you guys. It's brutal. And Billy Neighbors going to save his job. He has to find a way to win games, such as this one, on the freaking road against LSU's 9.5-point dogs. That's tough. Here's the thing, though, CD. Florida is more than talented to do this. They're more than talented enough to win this game on the road against LSU. More than talented. And in fact, there's like a lot of position groups that preseason I would have pointed out and said, okay, Florida is better there. Florida's better on their offensive line. I think Florida is potentially better on their defensive line. I think Florida, running back, Jaden Ball, like it a lot. Depending on how high you were on DJ Lagway, I wasn't personally higher on him than I was Nussmeier, but there are a lot of position groups for this Florida team where you look at it and you compare side by side to LSU, you're like, 9.5 points is a lot, man. 9.5 points is a lot. What if Florida just bounces back here, man? What if they do?
Listen, I went back to last year. I'm like, what happened? Remember last year when week 1 against Miami and you just got dog walked? Now, little did we know Cam Ward was going to go and win the Heisman. It's a very good Miami football team you lost to, but nonetheless, you should never be losing like that to Miami.
Well, he went number 1 overall. He didn't win the Heisman.
Excuse me, thank you. Number 1 overall, not the Heisman. I just think, and I hate to say it, I think Florida doesn't like playing in the swamp, right? I think last year you saw them struggle in the swamp against teams they should not have, right? And obviously you had some big wins like the LSU and Ole Miss. I'm kind of half kidding there, but you did come out after like a tough start to the season. You played at Tennessee and you played a hell of a ball game. I ended up losing in overtime. Should have won that football game. Yada yada yada. I do trust Billy Napier to gather the troops here. I'm not worried about quit watch. I'm not worried about Florida coming out slow because they're gonna have to, man. Baton Rouge at night. Like that is not something that you want to be in a tough spot in, man. You find yourself down a couple scores early on with a young roster. Yeah, that's not going to be ideal. Early a young quarterback for Florida, excuse me. But I just was kind of racking my brain, like, why couldn't Florida score? What was going on there? Like, you have better athletes at every single thing, all that stuff. And I think a couple things can be true here. Like, I think you played a bad football game. Like you said, I think South Florida might just be also a very good football team. But I think you get back here. Like, how do you win this game? And there's going to be like stupid, obviously basic keys to win every football game, but you have to run the football and stop the run. People forget too, LSU did not look great last week either. Louisiana Tech is a terrible football team. And they did not look great at all. They didn't run the ball with any kind of efficiency with their starters. Like with Caden Durham, he had like Xavier Thomas and Harlem Berry have a couple of long runs to help your totals, but it was not pretty there. You run the football, you stop the run, and this is also a spot here where I want to see DJ Lagway like make his presence felt, right? Like be the guy that we expect you to be. You don't have to carry your football team, but make big time plays, like come out and kind of get a nice comeback game. Because yeah, it wasn't awful, it wasn't all on you why you lost the game against South Florida, but I want to see better there. And then something you didn't do against South Florida, you got to win the turnover margin, man. I would love to see a stat about teams going into LSU and like how do you beat them without winning the turnover margin? Like that has to be part of it. And then just be better on third down, man. 4 out of 12 against South Florida at home is despicable. So that's where I'm at here. LSU's a very good football team, man. It's going to be a tough game. This is a game we've had circled for a while. I still believe in Florida, man. I still do. I'll go plus 9.5. I think that's way, way too many points if it was staring at not at 10, and if you've been around this show for a little bit, we do our dirty dogs where we find 10-point underdogs that can win outright. That would be one we would both be screaming to the front of the line for to get that number at. But at 9.5, I still like Florida to cover here. A win will be very, very hard. And I know there's no, there's no style points, there's no moral victories in college football, but sometimes there is, man. And getting back to it would be a big start for Florida.
I'm with you. I'll take Florida plus the 9.5. I think they might win this game. But here's the thing. This season diverges on two paths after this game. You get blown out, we all know what path you're headed down. If you rally and you find a way to win this game, we could see, 2 months from now, South Florida in the college football playoff rankings. Pending, obviously, this Miami game they got going for them this weekend, which we will talk about here on the show. Yeah, but I don't feel good about it, but 9.5 points, I hate taking things on the road. I hate it. But man, LSU, if you're scaling for competition, how much worse did Florida look last week than LSU?
Not like crazy.
If you're scaling for competition, not that much.
And like if you're Florida, you're pissed, bro. You're embarrassed. Like you better be working your tail off too.
If you're there for Billy Napier, like all these players say they are, they know exactly what they're fighting for right now. And they have to get it done this week. They have to. You have to.
Who's got the better wide receiver room?
I mean, that's a really good question.
That's how I want to bring it. I think
I probably think it's LSU, but healthy talent wise, Florida might be more talented at receiver.
Yeah, I think that's pretty realistic or pretty reasonable. Travis Green too, the tight end is hurt for LSU. That's a big loss there. Just physically, talent wise, matchup nightmare. But they got some good players there, Bauer Sharp and others in that room. But it'll be fun here watching LSU. I do want to see that defense, man. Like they put Clemson in a blender. A lot of that football game, they could not run the football at all. Like, do they back that up? Like, not that I'm doubting LSU, like they're top 3 team in the country, whatever. Like, they're very, very good and very talented, very well coached. I kind of just want to see a little bit more proof in the pudding too from LSU side before leaping them into like real, legit, right there about. If you tell me this
national championship, national championship. That's what you're talking about. It's not. We're not talking about just playoffs. We're talking about national championship.
Yes,
like, I agree with you.
They win and cover this game. I think holy cow! Watch out for LSU.